Good afternoon, everybody. Let's come right on in. Hello, hello. Once again, Rise A. Lucas, the Mage of Light, here for another One Piece chapter reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to chapter 1098, and I see Tachi has been busy in the chat. Welcome, Tachi Spins, a longtime friend of the channel, even before I really got serious with streaming. So yeah, so before I begin, I just want to, yep, the Mage of Light, yep, that's who I am. So today I want to, I mean, I'll talk about it more in the next stream later on this evening, but yeah, I reached 100 subscribers. I mean, it's not much in the grand scheme of things, but it's definitely a milestone that I wasn't expecting this soon. But hey, we're but yeah, I'll keep working at it. I'll keep improving myself, and I'll talk more about it in the next stream. But yeah, but first off, we've got to update that stupid bounty poster that Eddie keeps putting up there every time I stream over here. So we're going to remove that, and I just heard that I got a bounty update. So we're gonna remove this bounty poster, and we're going to reveal the new one. So, drum rolls, please. Oh, come on! Only 1,000? Oh, seriously. Whatever. Okay, let's just shrink that. Get that out of the way. Where do I put it? Now we're just gonna... You know what? We're just gonna hide it for now. Hiding it for now, and we're just going... Oh, looks like my chat doesn't look so good at the moment. Let's get that adjusted. Yeah, we're gonna just leave it like that. Use it as an overlay for the chapter. That's what the caution tape's for. I mean, I could use the poster for that. Yeah, let's try that. Whatever. We'll just shrink it a little bit, and I guess that will work. Yeah, genius. Okay. Got that. Let's just put that behind the caution tape. And we're good to go. Alright. So, here we go. Let's not waste any more time. One Piece chapter 1098, The Birth of Bonny. Oh, I shouldn't have read the title before. I was gonna set it to blending method to screen. No, I could do that, I kind of like it the way it is right now. But anyway, I was going to make a little prediction, but I guess the prediction would be kind of obvious. I mean, I kind of knew even before I saw the chapter title that we were going to get some answers about what happened to Ginny, because she got captured at the end of the last chapter. So obviously Oda was going to continue on with that thread. I mean, it would have been pretty mean of him if he didn't, but yeah, hopefully we finally get answers about Bonny, since the chapter is about her. So yeah, let's continue on. So it looks like here the cover page, the cover request by Skywalker. Would they happen to be named Luke? Anyway, Brook powering his electric guitar solo with an electric eel. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty cool. Huh. Haven't really thought of seeing Brook do Brook in a cover panel like by himself. That's a new one. This chapter's manuscript is unfinished. Sorry, Oda. Yeah, I heard about this from Doc Sake earlier. He had said that he couldn't, that Oda wasn't able to get it finished in time. Left me a little curious about what it was going on, whether it was like a health issue or whether it was the content of the chapter that Oda just couldn't finish it in time, I guess. I don't know really what happened, but yeah, well let's take a look. Oh, notes from Oda. The One Piece anime's 25th anniversary celebratory banquet was hosted at Ryogoku Kokugikan Arena recently. I had a lot of fun stuffing myself, but it's time to get back to work. Okay, why does Oda sound like Luffy there? Oh well. Revolutionary Army HQ, Baltigo. Requesting backup. The Toomey uprising in the South Blue is looking bleak. We can't. Our hands are full. Dealing with the wounded at Goa. Goa! Oh, is this the time where, oh, this is the time where they rescued Sabo, wasn't it? Oh, is this coinciding with the time, Dragon rescued Sabo at Goa Kingdom? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Yep, yeah, oh, wow. Eva-chan, I'll go. Don't be rash, Kuma! You've been attacking Reckless ever since that day. The Great Terminal, yeah. What the? This guy's huge! Where did you come from? State your name! Ginny's been captured. Ginny's been captured? Yes, sir. It seems she caught the eye of a celestial dragon. Oh, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I had theorized at the end of last chapter that it was probable that she might have gotten taken by the world government and probably tortured by a celestial dragon. That's what I was thinking after the end of the chapter. Ooh. They took her on a government ship because the celestial dragon wanted to make her his bride. Ugh. Yuck. We won! After 3 years of struggling! We couldn't have done it without the Revolutionary Army! The enemy took us by surprise. It was the Revolutionary Army again. Here's to the Revolutionary Army, the heroes of the people. Please forgive us. Dragon, it's me. I've worn myself out. I'll have to return by ship. We're so sorry. Around 2 years have passed since Commander Ginny of the Revolutionary Army was kidnapped to be wed by a celestial dragon. We're nearly there, Bonny. Kuma, it's Ginny. She's on the line right now. What? Hey, Kumachi! I finally made it back to the surface. Ginny. They didn't want me around after I got sick. I was thrown away. What a stroke of luck. You're sick? I wanted to see everyone one last time. But this call will have to be our goodbye. What are you talking about, Ginny? Where are you? I can be there in an instant. I was afraid I'd never see you again. Kumachi, sorry, but I'm at death's door. I'm glad you care about me, really. But you shouldn't come when I'm like this. Dragon, big bro. Kumachi has a big heart. Please take care of him for me. Please take care of him for me. Kuma, get out of the way. There's only one place she'd go right now. Kuma-san! And Kumachi, I just want you to know, I love you. Always have, always will. Gotcha. Kuma, you're back. Where's Ginny? She here, right? She is, but I'm afraid it happened when she was exposed to natural light. Her face, her entire body, it turned all blue in the sun, and her skin hardened like stone. What? Kumachi, I'm just so happy. What could have done this to her? Kumachi, let's get married. Wouldn't it make you happy? She burned up her remaining time, exposing herself to the sun, so she could cross the ocean and make it home to us, because she wanted to ensure her baby's safety. You can rest now, Ginny. I swear I'll raise her well. Oh my gosh. What is that disease? What was she inflicted by? Oh. That's all wrong. You're tilting the bottle too much. Is this better? Bonnie-chan still looks uncomfortable. I'll show you how it's done. She's so cute. And if you're gonna be sleeping next to her, make sure her cot is like an iron cage. We can't have you smushing her in her sleep with that massive body. Oh, you're quite the heavy drinker, Bonnie-chan. I'm sure you'll be just as much of a glutton as Ginny was. I'm still hungry. Daddy? Oh. Oh. This compilation. Oh. Looks like as he's raising her, he's continuing to fight for the revolutionaries. Looks like he's training Sabo. Oh. Kuma, what in the world are you doing? You've boarded up all the church's windows. Close the door. Take a look below her eye. Is that a blue stone? Hey, isn't that... It just looks like what Ginny had at the end. I'll call a doctor. Thank you. It's caused by sunlight, you say. Are you sure? Why don't we try taking her outside? Are you insane? It doesn't seem to be white lead poisoning. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this condition. You're quitting the Revolutionary Army? What? Bonnie's contracted the same disease her mother had? Yes. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I have to stay by her side. I understand it's important to live without regrets. We can use our contacts to reach out to doctors all over the world for her. I owe you, Dragon. 7 years ago, when Bonnie was 5. Ah, run away! The vampire's gonna eat us! Stay out, you twerps! Bonnie, age 5. Okay, wait, this is 7 years ago. So she was 5. So she would be 12 in the present time? She'd be 12 years old? Huh. Whoa, that, I bet about a lot of people were pretty upset about that. Okay. Haha, this is as far as you can go, right? I dare you to take a step out here, you ugly vampire. Eat this! Bet the Holy Cross is your weakness. Look at it shine. We're in a church, dummy! I'll show you who's boss. I'm coming after you. Ah, Bonnie, stop! Please, you can't go outside. Even standing near the doorway can give you the ouchies. I know, you're such a worrywart, Dad. I was just kidding. Please don't even joke about it. Okay, I hate it when you get all sad and worried anyway. You're such a good kid. Stop being such a crybaby, Dad. Aww. Those jerks. They made fun of my face stones again. Are they really that weird? It's not like I can help them. I didn't ask to get sick. You mean your jewels? Ooh, because you got some pretty jewels. They're just jealous. You think so? You betcha, I love them. Hey, Bonnie, if you were to go on a trip, where would you like to go? For when you're better, I mean. Oh, I know. Have you heard about the legendary Sky Islands? Oh, she wanted to go to the Sky Islands. There are islands way up in the air? Kuma didn't know that? I'm surprised Kuma didn't know about that. That's right, I read about it in this book. It's close to the sun, so maybe we'll see Nika up there. You'd love that, right, Dad? Dum 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 dum. That sounds like a grand adventure. We can go there to have a big celebration for your 20th birthday. Oh. Where should we go? Where should we go for your 19th? Fishman Island. Oh. After examining your daughter, I conclude that she suffers from sapphire scale. I'm afraid it's incurable. You know what it is? And sorry to ask, but can you please speak a bit quieter? These days, you almost never see it. Those stones grow exponentially when bathed in any form of natural light, like the sun or moon. But even if you completely prevent any exposure, I'm afraid it's only a matter of time before the disease catches up with you. Forgive me for being so blunt, but your daughter has another 5 years at best. Oh. It'll be a miracle if she reaches her 10th birthday. I'm afraid it's simply terminal, going by our current scientific understanding of it. It'll be over by her 10th birthday? This isn't fair. She's already growing into such a strong woman. Is there really no cure? Is this where Bonnie's devil fruit comes in? Boo! What? Bonnie, I thought you were asleep. I heard it all. You said I'll be over. You said it'll be over by my 10th birthday, right? Your 10th? I have no idea what you're talking about. I heard you say it. Hey, why are you crying? Is it something I said? Ah, yes. He said that when you're 10, it was about your illness, Bonnie. That stupid doctor. He told me your condition is going to continue as it is until you're 10. Huh? It's such an appalling amount of time. I couldn't help but get down after that. That means I'll be all better when I'm 10, right? Oh, no. So we can go on those trips. Is that right, Daddy? Of course. By the time you turn 10, you'll be cured. Yippee! What am I going to do? A familiar nightmare would soon descend on the Sorbet Kingdom, only 1 year later. You've got to save us! King Bakori has returned, and he's just as monstrous as ever. It's just like 16 years ago. He still wants to cut loose the country's dead weight. He's going to burn the people in their homes. Oh. What? The never-ending tragedy continues to unfold. One Piece Chapter 1098, end break next week. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, that... So where did this illness even come from? She got married to a celestial dragon, and then they dumped her and she got an illness. Ginny died, gave birth to Bonny, but Bonny also has this illness. And I have a feeling, I think that the jewels are still on her face, so on Bonny's face even now, so does that mean that the devil fruit, her age fruit, is actually what's keeping her alive? Is that possibly what's going on here? Because without the age fruit, she would have died at the age of 10. But because of that fruit, she's able to sustain herself Love the voice acting. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Tachi. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I heard that this chapter was going to be dark, but wow. And it's so sad that Bonny doesn't even realize that that she might die. Yeah, it definitely seems, and I did notice that some of the stuff was, the disease could be in the bubble at Highead. The only thing I think wrong with that is that if she took on the memories, then, I mean, wait, but if it was if the disease was as simple as taking away pain, like how Kuma has done, you would think he would be able to just take her disease away right then, but I don't think that it's going to be like that, because even if she did take on the memories, like, she doesn't seem to be, the bubble never popped. Well, we didn't see what happened to the bubble after she went into the memories, so we don't really know. But even if she didn't get, but even if the disease was in there, like, she was out in the sun afterwards the next day, so we should be seeing something like that. But honestly, I think whatever's curbing the disease, I think, has to do with her devil fruit, and not that it's in, like, the bubble. So that's what I'm gonna go with right now. But yeah, a still makes me wonder why. I'm still wondering, like, why Akainu felt a chill when she escaped from the government. I mean, this does make it seem like she is, so this basically confirms that Bonny is half celestial dragon, because she got married by a celestial dragon. Ginny got married by a celestial dragon, but then they just tossed her aside. I don't know exactly why they tossed her aside, because she got sick. That's right. Yeah. Oh, Kobe. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's your alt. Sorry, I thought that was somebody else. Are his priority to protect? Yeah. Fingerland Bonny? Oh, I hope it's not him. Oh, I hope it's not Garling that took her. Manmeyer Bonny, perhaps? I don't know. Honestly, the parts that doesn't look like Oda finished, they didn't look too bad. I think the worst part was, like, just these three panels here. These look the most rough out of all of it. It looks, other than that, the thing looks mostly done. All good walking to the gym right now. Take it easy, my mage of light. Yeah, you have a good time. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so for what we have here from the beginning, yeah, basically Ginny got kidnapped basically around the same time that they were dealing with the incident at Great Terminal. So while that's happening, Kuma wants to go deal with wants to try to rescue Ginny, but he can't. Ginny had been captured, and then government took her. Oh, I don't really know how she caught the eye of a celestial dragon, because, oh right, she was a revolutionary, right? So, ugh. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. I just realized that the Revolutionary Army flag, the flag we saw last chapter of the Revolutionary Army, it had this same, let's see, where can I put it so you can see it? So basically, this row of lower teeth on this dragon here, that was basically like a cross guard to some kind of sword or something, and then there was like a straight pike that like that. We saw that, but we didn't see the rest of this design before that. That's really interesting. So the flag basically had a natural evolution. That is actually cool. I didn't realize that they were basically the next stage of it was basically the prototype of this flag. Huh. That is actually cool. I can't believe it was 2 years. It took 2 years. Yeah, this crazy disease though. Oh, this chapter. Well, I was wrong about Ginny being Bonny, but yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, looks like the initial theories were. So Bonny was Ginny's daughter, but not of Kuma's. But Bonny is actually a child. She was actually a child the whole time. So all these people making excuses about that Vegapunk was just, oh, Vegapunk is old, so of course he would call anybody younger than him a child. But no, it wasn't like any of that. Like, Bonny was a literal child, so... Like, basically, from this timeline, it seems like... It would seem that Bonny is 12 years old. So she's 12 years old, so she's still... Yeah, she's still a minor, so... Wow. And I love that Bonny has uses the middle finger. Wow, she's got a lot of spunk. But yeah, I do think that by the end of this, I do think that that Bonny is definitely going to... So she's 12 then, so she's canonically 12. So she's younger than Luffy, she's younger than all the Straw Hats. She's 12 years old. She's lived 2 years past her expiration, basically, based on this disease. Oh, that means... Oh! So she would have been 10 the year Luffy set out to sea. She would have been 10 years old when Luffy set out to sea. Oh my gosh. So would that mean that she got the fruit? Could she have gotten the fruit that year? that very year, the very year Luffy went out to sea, the very year that Kuma was a warlord and was being experimented on by Vegapunk, this just makes the whole timeline so much shorter. Like, this makes it seem like Vegapunk and Kuma's interactions have been very recent, like very quick. Oh. So what do we have here for the timeline? Okay, that was 1 year later. So the timeline, Bonny was age 5. That was 7 years ago. Bonny was 5. So a year after that would be 6 years prior to the present day. So she would have been 6 years old by the end of this chapter. So that leaves a 4-year gap. That leaves a 4-year gap between the end of this chapter and the end of the time skip and the beginning of the Paramount War. So this is 4 years before the Paramount War. 3 years before 4 years before the Paramount War. 4 years before Luffy sets out to sea. This is a lot more recent than I was expecting. Wow. Well, I talk more, but I do gotta prepare for my Baldur's Gate 3 stream tonight. And then of course there's like the 1,000. Oh, Tachi, you're back. During Sabo's journey? Yeah. I don't know how much you heard me talk. I don't know when you just came back, but I just realized Oda might be legitimizing Sabo's story a lot more. Yeah. I was just thinking just a minute ago that I don't know how much you heard it, but the end of this chapter takes place 4 years prior to pre-time skip. 4 years prior to Luffy setting out to sea. So that means Bonny would be 10 years old when Luffy set out to sea. That was the year that they said that she would die. So maybe Bonny gets the fruit that same year. Maybe Bonny gets the fruit the same year Luffy goes out to sea during the pre-time skip. So when we see her in Sabaody, it's probably just very recently she got the fruit. I'm thinking that might be a possibility because the timeline seems to be lining up. And it seems to be a very recent thing that Kuma's being experimented on by Vegapunk. So Vegapunk probably came onto the scene within a year or two from the pre-time, probably sometime either the year of pre-time skip or the year before. That's what I'm thinking, because there's only a 4-year gap now between, if that's the thing that makes Dragon the most heinous criminal. I don't know. What do you mean? You mean Dragon being something to do with Vegapunk, or you mean Dragon, or does that have to do with like the age fruit? Maybe Dragon stole that fruit in Ginny's name? That is possible, because that seems like that would be a very important fruit. I mean, if you think about it, because if this is sustaining Bonny's life, and theoretically this might even sustain her for the rest of her life, then this fruit might be very important to the Celestial Dragons. The fruit could be a trophy. That is possible. And if you said earlier that that you think it might be Garling that took Ginny, if it was Garling that took Ginny, I mean, that could tie back into Garling, could tie back into Shanks. It's basically an immortality fruit. That's what I'm thinking. That's possible. But the big thing is that because it changes the calendar year and alt futures. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Oda's just about to tell us something really big. Maybe Uda as well? I don't know. But yeah, like, I'm starting to see the threads connect. They're just almost there. I feel like there's like 1 or 2 puzzle pieces left before all this just comes right together. Fits together. and it's in a span of 4 years. So Kuma was only, so basically King Bakori returns. He returns to Sorbet. Basically, he's pulling a wapple. King Bakori is pulling a wapple, returns to Sorbet, but actually does some serious carnage from the looks of the fire. So he's basically he's basically trying to enact a reign of terror, basically. And so then this is going to be the moment where Kuma has to step in and become that tyrant that the world sees him as, or at least how the world government sees him as. He has to assert himself, take down Bakori, and then become the king of Sorbet. Oh, the social mage. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I had already read chapter 1098 of One Piece, and so I was just discussing it with some of the people here. So yeah, this was a really crazy chapter. Just these narrative threads. When you notice that these narrative threads in the story just are about to come together, like, and then there's a break, so there's not going to be a chapter next week, so I have to wait 2 weeks. I watch Itval ready? What? But yeah. And read it. Or you try to say you watched it already, or read it? I don't know. But anyway, But yeah, this was a really good chapter, and I don't really know what else to say about it, but but this sapphire scale disease, like, that sounds like a horrible way to die. And the stones, they grow exponentially when bathed in any form of natural light like the sun or moon. That sounds so cruel. That almost seems like it's a disease that I mean, that sounds like a disease that someone like I don't really want to say that I don't really want to say that it comes directly from Emu or anything, but yeah, the sapphire scale, basically this is like a disease that afflicts you when you go into the sun. Like, this is a disease, like, if you think about the One Piece world, all these different cultures who want to come up and want to live under the sun, this is almost like a cruel, like, this almost feels like a manufactured disease that basically just goes against those who want to live under the sun. This seems, I don't know, this seems so intentional. Because, like, the sun or the moon, any form of natural light. I wonder if Emu has it, or I don't know if Emu would have had this disease, but it would kind of explain why they're always in the shadows or something. But wait, Y5 for Skypia? Ooh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that would have been horrible if the Skypians had to go through this. That would have been horrible. It's a good thing they don't have this disease. Well, I think I'm gonna... Ooh, the color panels look really nice. And I didn't notice that the cross in the church that Chuma's in, I think they did. Oh. It looks like the cross in the church that Kuma is in has the symbol of the sun from the ancient kingdom. That's actually pretty cool. I'll have to look at it, but I think there was a panel in I think there was a panel during the Reverie where Emu was going to see the giant straw hat. I believe there was like symbols up on the wall that showed a cross. That showed like a special cross. I wonder if it's the same one as this. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it almost looks the same. I'll have to check it again. But yeah, that's that sun symbol. That's the symbol of the ancient kingdom. Wow. Oh. Poor Ginny. But yeah, yeah, I think this is gonna wrap up my chapter reaction for today. You can stay tuned in another 3 hours. I think in another 3 hours I'll be doing my Baldur's Gate 3 stream slash 100 subscriber milestone stream. So yeah, I'm glad those of you could stop by. Tachi Spins and the Social Mage. No what? But yeah, I'm glad you guys could stop by. I'll see you guys in a couple. Wait for Zoro Lost Maga. What? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, glad you guys could stop by for the stream. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a few hours, and yeah, see you guys soon.